Hello, good afternoon to my beautiful group, Soul Purpose Entrepreneurs and Life Lovers. I'm Tara Nolan, Transformation Tara, and grateful to be here tuning in from northern Wisconsin in the amazing fall weather. You can see the colors changing and the sun is out. I just finished up a really awesome Soul Legacy TV show. Yes, I was so grateful to be a guest on the show with Iona Mead. So check that out on her Soul Legacy TV and join her group. And in addition to that, I've been thinking about you guys today and how I could best serve you and to be in service. I was thinking one of the largest issues or challenges that I see my clients and entrepreneur friends and colleagues facing is overwhelm. And overwhelm even in making a decision as to which is the right direction to go next in your business. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Iona. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Tracy and I just went through this on our Soul Purpose and Prosperity retreat last week here in the Northwoods. So I do 2 live events per year. And what happens on those retreats is that we go really deep into each person's business so that you can apply it to your life as you leave. But here I want to speak to everyone and say, I get it, because you want to grow, you want to scale your business, and there's so much out there with options, right? Like, should I learn next about ClickFunnels and do a funnel ad? You can do an online show. You can do a webinar with a funnel that leads to the webinar and teaching a master class. You could do an online show and do an interview series, or do something like a telechat like Iona just did, and do like 3 or 4 speakers, do Facebook Lives, grow a Facebook group, just do Facebook ads, maybe not even be on social media. And there's other ways to grow your business, such as Google advertisements, and the list goes on and on. Anyway, you get the point that there's a lot out there to learn. Oh, writing a book, or creating an online course of your own, all of that. So all of these are really great, but here's the thing, you can't do all at once. So here's my big lesson, big tip for today. And I am going to go a little more into the advertising and how you could choose what's next for you. But my big lesson for you, my big tip, we'll call it tips from Transformation Tara, my big tip in your business is to stay in the step you're in. So this is really being true to who you are, where you're at, and keeping ease and flow in your life. So one of the practices I highly suggest that you can start implementing in your life today is to start a morning workshop. That will look different for each of you because you're all unique and you all have different interests and different things work for each person, right? So my favorite thing is, probably not for everyone. I like to start out with meditation and journaling, and taking my journaling, taking what came up in meditation as what are my divine messages or spiritual downloads, ideas that come to me in meditation, and put those into my journal, write it out, and then take that into my planner. And I like to do yoga alternate days before meditation or after this process, right? But who has the 2 hours in the morning to do this, or even do it in a 1-hour session? I don't always have it either. I do have a 4-year-old that always happily, gratefully interrupts my meditations. I actually do love it. She crawls in my lap. So it's really special. But I do recommend that even if it's a 5-minute or 10-minute workshop practice, that you go to your workshop every morning. You can bring your coffee or tea, and just making this slight shift in your day. If you made a little bitty turn every day, imagine that in another month, in another year, you'd be in a completely different place, maybe even unrecognizable from where you are now. So making little shifts, such as think of each morning as your 10-minute or 15-minute workshop. Maybe you just go in for meditation or just like quiet time or the journaling. Taking a moment of clarity so you can organize your thinking and allow the messages to come in so you know what's right for you, and you're acting out of a different type of energy, a nurtured, supported energy not a frantic, get everything done, have to do it all kind of energy. That's a completely different place, and it won't often serve you in being productive. So you think you're more productive by like, I got so much to do and I'm making it all happen. But really it's like taking the moment to settle in, go within, and let it come to you. In addition to that, when I say stay, now you've implemented this one practice of your morning workshop. I'm telling you, this practice alone will be life-changing in your business. But now move on to choosing the next step. You've got some ideas from the quiet time. You've kind of gone within. Really be honest with yourself as to where your business is at. Are you at a point where you need to grow your audience? Are you at a point where you need to implement a better way of attracting clients, niche clients, your client avatar? So I also suggest getting a real intimate relationship with your prospective client, getting clarity about who that client is so that you can attract them not only on a vibrational level, but also in the messages that you use in your marketing. Maybe that's a Facebook Live, maybe that is an ad that you write up, whether it's a Google ad or a Facebook ad or something else. Books are amazing in writing and articles and getting out there, whether it's speaking, writing, public speaking, not just speaking online. But anytime that you do any of this, your message has to be clear about who you are and what you do, but also the needs of your clients. So it's not about you, it's really about them and how can you best serve them. Like, they're interested in learning more about you to know if you're the right person for them, but they really want to know how you can help them, right? So when you change the focus into how can I help, that's when more magic will start to happen in your life. So I would suggest taking the time of a new practice for a morning workshop. I call it a workshop. Then also getting clear with who your client is, finding that intimate connection by spending some time like talking to, thinking about, writing about, even meditating about your client, looking at what are their pain points, what is their struggle, what is their problem, and how can you provide a solution or how can you help them. Now you will become more clear in what is the next step in your business. Like, what would a client like that has that problem or that struggle, like that's keeping them awake at night, what would they be driven to do next? What would be their activity or behaviors? You can even place ads not only around what they're reading, but around what their behaviors are. So there's a lot of little tidbits in this live today that you can start implementing in your marketing and being able to make the right choice as to what to market next. So let's say you want to do all of those things. You're like, that's how I always am. I want to do a book. I want to do an online show. I want to do a funnel. I want to do my webinar, masterclass, all of it. Like, I just want all of it. Okay, no problem. You can do it all, but you can't do it all right now. So you just look at the course over the year, and what we do is we write it all out on a whiteboard, my team and I, and we look at each quarter, what is the focus? So I might say, okay, I want 4 or 6 months to plan my online interview series. I'm busy with public speaking events now, or I'm busy with, this is when I'm starting the next book or finishing up this book. And then I can look at, I'm going to implement the interview series in March or second quarter of 2020, something like that. So you really can then plan accordingly to have the launch time, the marketing time to launch it. And it doesn't come from that frantic place of trying to do it all. Maybe you still want to get your yoga teacher training and affect people with that, or just do it for you to go deeper. Okay, when would that actually work into your life? And then what comes up? By the way, I do have a yoga teacher training this spring. I'm so excited. May and June up here, but that really wasn't what this is about. It came to me. So whether it's getting your yoga certificate, doing the right, choosing the next marketing technique, whether it's growing your audience, working on your offer, take some time to go within every morning, write it out, and it does really help to work with a third party, to work with the right coach who can help guide you to what is the next step for you, because we get lost in this place of overwhelm. So one last thing before I close up in today's live with Transformation Tara, as some people call me, is that there isn't such a thing as overwhelm if it's well planned. So there is such a thing as being underplanned, and that creates overwhelm because all of a sudden you want to do it all, and you want to do it all now, and you don't know how to get it all done, and your brain goes la la la. And I've certainly fallen into this category myself, which is why I can now talk to you about how to avoid it, because it's all about getting it planned out, having a more structured system in correlation